Have you ever heard the saying, with great power comes the overwhelming temptation to be a menace to society? I don't remember who said that. Might have been a philosopher or a Twitter meme. Same thing, really. Anyway, in this video, I'll explain why being actually sucks. Now you're probably thinking, how the f can being invincible suck? And honestly, fair question. Well, my response is simple. Just let me cook.
Yep, we are absolutely cooked, chat. GG.
For disclaimer, I'm grouping up flying, invincibility, and super strength into one, because they usually pretty much come together. Before you start daydreaming about flexing on mere mortals, let's talk about what you can't do if you're invincible. Because surprise, being untouchable comes with some pretty mid side effects. Think about it. Sex? Dangerous. You're built like a tank. She's built like a civilian. One wrong move and congratulations, you turn back shots into a war crime. Back shots? More like
back to the lobby.
Masturbation? Dangerous. You trying to hit someone with your stray cum shots, bro? High fives? Illegal. One good high five and your best friend no longer has a functional nervous system. Drinking? Drugs? Useless. You're immune to poison, which means alcohol does nothing. You finna be raw dogging life for a long ass time, bro. Arguably the greatest thing about being invincible? Flying? Sure, flying sounds cool, man. Until you remember something very important. You have no flight training, no pilot's license, no air traffic control clearance. Well, now you're out here zipping through the clouds at Mach 3. No GPS, no plan, just vibes. And then one day you get lost in a big city and, well, let's just say history repeats itself. Congratulations, you turned yourself into a classified government incident. Bro, you're not a hero, you're just a national security threat. If you'd be willing to receive any random power, you'd never say invincibility. I'm sure more people would like, I don't know, invisibility? Stopping time? I mean, my real question is, do you like a little fight? Yeah, you probably think it's pretty good to be a superhero, but isolation? You're all alone? No one can understand you? We can't really relate to someone who can eat uranium for breakfast. Bruh. Do you know the type of dude that makes being jacked his entire personality? The guy who can't have a normal conversation without bringing up his macros, his deadlift PR, and how he's natty. Now imagine that guy, but he's invincible. At least the gym bro had to work for it. At least he earned his physique. But invincibility? That's just a free stat boost. No grind, no sacrifice, no effort.
You're just a bitch. You're honestly, that's not me trying to be some after school special shit. You really are a bitch.
And when your whole identity revolves around something you never had to work for, what even are you? Nothing is more fragile than an ego built on something you never had to earn. You'd think you'd be a hero if you've got invincibility? That you'd be like Superman, a beacon of hope, or like Invincible, standing up for justice. Yeah, let me doubt that real quick, because here's the thing, power corrupts people. Even if you're the nicest guy right now, give yourself God mode, and suddenly every little thing in life that used to test your patience doesn't matter anymore. Like, I think I'm a good person. I think I keep my ego in check. But let's be real, if I woke up tomorrow with invincibility, I'd be on my Homelander arc by Friday. Because when nothing can hurt you, the world stops being a challenge. And that is a pretty dangerous mindset.
I am better!
Normal humans have limits, social consequences, physical pain, emotional vulnerability. It keeps us in check. But if you're invincible, you could push things as far as you want and never face a fallout. That's a one-way ticket to becoming a natural psychopath. Superheroes like Superman only stay good because they choose to. Every day, he has to actively decide not to abuse his power.
Pussy.
But let's be honest, if you're invincible, are you really spending every day resisting the temptation to do whatever you want? Sure, you'd be all about saving kittens from trees and stopping crime. Someone disrespects you just a little too much. Are you
sure about that?
And suddenly, you're throwing cars across the city. Because why wouldn't you? No one can stop you, and even if they could, they wouldn't dare. And then, The worst of all, you get bored. At first, invincibility feels like the dream. You are untouchable, a god amongst men. You flex your power, test your limits, laugh in the face of what used to be danger. You fight, you dominate, you walk through the world, knowing nothing can ever truly challenge you. But then the cracks start to show. Pain gone, fear a distant memory, consequences a joke. The weight of human struggle, the thrill of the risk, the fire that drives people forward. None of it applies to you anymore. Without it, what's left? You see a bullet fly towards you. You don't even flinch. A car speeds straight at you. You don't care. A war breaks out. Cities burn. History marches on. And you stand there, untouched, unmoved, unimpressed. The world becomes a play, a simulation, a series of events that should matter, but don't. And that's the final curse of invincibility. Not the ego, not the power, not even the path to villainy. It's the slow creeping realization that you no longer belong to the world of men. That you are outside of life itself. Because life is struggle, life is pain, life is risk. And without those things, you are nothing but a spectator. A hollow god watching from above, an immortal untouched by time. A king with no kingdom.
You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die! Think, Mark, think! You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet!
So yeah, being invincible, kind of mid. That was longer than expected. What power would you like? Leave it in the comments down below. Stopping time, invisibility? Are you one of those? Doesn't really matter. That was Chromedex, Invincible vid. Comments, like, subscribe for the algorithm.
Homelander speaking.